edition of Fucking Around with Porn Stars. And we have got a great guest with us today. But before we get started, the master of ceremonies, your friend and mine, the guy who they write nasty direct messages about on Twitter.
They do.
Giovanni Valentino. How are you, sir?
I am doing fabulous. How are you today?
I am just I am as the kids say, all that in a bag of chips. I don't know if they're actually saying that anymore.
There you go. And
but,
that's what it's all about.
We have got a great guest to start us off here. We will have a hurricane join us here in about a half hour. However, we are going to start off with Bizzy Bambino, who is busier than a fruit merchant, it seems like.
I am nonstop. That's the name, Bizzy Bambino.
No, and I love it. And hey, and Jiggy, I know you. This is your first time using it, the Zoom, right? Did you hit the record button?
Oh yeah, we got.
Okay, making sure, baby. I know you were
Recording
doing
in progress.
There we
recording in progress. All right, just
there
making
we
sure.
go.
There we go.
At some point, I need you to go into the NDI settings so I can use this with Manny Cam. But
With mani cams, that's right.
I can't do it on my end because I'm just a lowly.
You're just the user, not the administrator.
I'm just a lowly washer boy apparently. So Bizzy Bambino is with us today.
I love the name. Yes.
So how in the world did you come up with this name there, Bizzy?
Yes.
Well, I've had the name Busy forever because I'm nonstop and I'm busy, baby. And I'm always busy, baby. And what's baby in Italian but Bambino? And I grew up in a very Italian culture, so I'm busy, baby. I'm busy fucking Bambino.
I love that.
Jesus.
Busy fucking.
She's.
So how did you come up? I'm curious. Your bio said something like, "I am adorably terrifying."
I am.
So explain that aspect of your personal brand to the home audience.
I am, some people have called me snack size or pint size, and I love to wear my big shoes, like my bloody tops. And I am tattooed from head to almost toe at this point with a Japanese bodysuit.
Nice.
And it's all women that eat men that have ill intent.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now I get it. Adorably terrifying. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been in our wonderful porn industry?
Well, I have been in it, doing exotic modeling for over a year. That's it. I am up and coming fresh into the porn industry, actually.
Right.
So, not that long. Only about a year.
I'm digging it.
Wow.
And what brought you in? If you had to pick something that said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and express and enjoy my human sexuality. I'm going to put it on display. What was there a light bulb moment? Were you like always a swinger? Like what happened to bring you into that?
Actually, it was embracing my body when I got my back tattoo and started doing tattoo competitions.
Really?
I was a dancer when I was younger, and I absolutely loved doing it. I felt the pop, as we call it, the power of the pussy. What it feels like when you're a dancer, and and what it feels like to be like that. And then I used to have extremely large tits, and then I downsized and watched how people changed, and now I learned to embrace being itty bitty all the way around. And I have a back tattoo that I stood naked in front of thousands of people to get judged. So I figured, why not start making money on my flesh suit like other people got to?
Shit.
Hey, I'll tell you. The great country music musician Alan Jackson used to say, "It's all right to be a little bitty." So you are definitely fine in our books. Bizzy Bambino is with us today. She joins us this week here on SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com. And you can also find us on Spotify and JiggyJaguar.info as well if you want to see the videos and all that fun stuff. Bizzy Bambino is with us today. She joins myself and the fantastic Giovanni Valentino. I was gonna go with what is it? what is it they say? Oh, he has a giant ego that has to be massively stroked. Giovanni
I do
Valentino.
have an ego that massively stroked, and I make no bones about
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, at least you admit.
I do not at all hide it. I am a vain man, and I own it.
That is awesome.
He lets it all hang.
I do let it all hang because for me, it's all about less talky, more fucky. Let's get to work, people.
Okay, so
Got to make your money, honey.
Thank you, Bizzy Bambino. Thank you for getting that.
So Bizzy Bambino. If let's say, for instance, you were on a porn production set where Giovanni was the producer, and he uttered that phrase to you and your co-star, less talky, more fucky. Would you be offended by this?
Would this make you mad?
No, I know I'd end up making a bad fucking joke, and that could then end up making the entire fucking set laugh, and we'd have to start all over again. But it would be a great fucking humor, or it would end up being the most comedic set because you gotta do what you gotta do. If you take everybody to like heart and extremities, you're never gonna make it anywhere.
Well, yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Bizzy. So the line I utter, my famous line on set is it comes by when people are just kind of milling around, and
we do that. We don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But what they're milling around is they're not milling around working. They're milling around like, hey, how was your kid's wrestling match? Oh, that's great. I have to switch to gluten-free pizza now. Oh my God, I have allergies to pollen. Like, we're not getting anywhere focused on the fucking. So what happens is I sit there and I hear all this. I've got Jiggy over there, Jigman Freud with the camera. I've got a girl with another camera. I've got the light girl. I've got, if the Canadian girl's there, we got the mic boom. And we're just standing around. I'm like, time is money. So that's what I'm thinking in my head.
I was taught that though, but your last name's Valentino, so it sounds like we might be,
Yeah, we're a little related. Yeah,
ain't nothing in life for free, baby. Okay.
Exactly. Less talky, more fucky. Get to work. Get to work.
Time's not free, people.
Time exactly. Thank you.
Okay. Well, see,
I'll love her all the more.
We've settled that.
Yep.
Bizzy Bambino with us today. She joins us live here on SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com, and of course, 990 WBOB out there in Rhode Island, of all places.
Rhode Island, yes.
And
Rhode Island.
Twitching on the Twitch. DL Live, whatever the hell that is, which at some point
I haven't been able to figure that out.
At some point, I will.
Is that Discord?
No.
No,
I don't even know. I don't even know how to do it.
It sounds a little DEI. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
So Bizzy Bambino, you are going to be out in Miami.
X-Biz in Miami, baby.
You are going to be at X-Biz in Miami. Where they actually allow people at that porn convention to make porn, which is fantastic.
Yeah, at Exotica they don't. They closed the pool down at Exotica in Chicago.
Here we
yes,
go.
They did.
You couldn't use the fucking pool. You couldn't use the fucking hot tub. Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
You couldn't even make porn in the hotel rooms because you would violate code
of conduct. Yep. Violating the code of conduct.
Yep. But if you go to a couple others that were surrounding it, you could do it. But whatever.
Yep.
So,
hey, man,
So how in the world did you get hooked up with our friend and your friend Nikki Von Six?
Love her.
Oh, honey, it was the sheer fact of I was outside of the hotel at Exotica in Chicago. She was outside of the hotel at Exotica, and we just ended up talking, and her and I clicked. We just clicked. And it's just how it worked. We just became really good friends and just started talking and hanging out like over the phone, and now we pinned up to go to X-Biz together. She's like, well, I want to go. And I was like, I want to fucking go. And she goes, you do? And I said, hell yeah. And so here we are.
That's awesome.
There it is.
Are you going to be attending Exotica New Jersey at all?
I have been thinking about it because I haven't been back. I'm from New York. I'm from upstate originally. I like to tell people that. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time in like Philly and like Jersey and stuff in the summer. And so, going back to Jersey might be fun. I haven't been back there in a long time.
Well, if you decide to go, let me or Giovanni know. We may
Please
have some
do.
opportunities for you.
We'll have plenty of opportunities.
Opportunity knocks.
And it does knock. And it knocks louder when you don't decide to buy a booth, then you can spend the money in other places. So there you go.
Well, there is that.
My guy.
There goes that.
We're talking money. You got the hands going.
So
I love you.
So Bizzy Bambino, what kind of content do you film?
I have right now solo exotic content where that is what I've made so far.
Okay.
as far as getting more into the pool of porn, as I like to put it.
Hmm.
I'm tiptoeing in gently because of the fact that A, I'm tiny. I know that's a thing. B, I'm a redhead. And C, I'm tattooed. So all three of those things, I've already had some people get a hold of me and want to collab, and I'm just wanting to make sure I
Collab.
don't take an advantage of an industry.
Yeah, no,
Just
I
to be
hear you.
quite
Yeah.
honest, you know what I mean? That's just how you got to be careful sometimes.
No, I totally understand.
So
I
right
mean,
now, I only have solo stuff and photos, and hopefully at XBiz I'll be making some more stuff. There's more video. I have Sin Party that I'm on right now, just starting to get my. I just got that account made this last week, and I'm really excited to get that one going.
That's
okay.
awesome.
But otherwise, I don't have that much out there. I don't have enough out there, really.
Well, we'll help you get there. I can tell you that right now. One thing about Jigman Freud, he has this fantastic podcast. But more importantly than that, his Tough Wank Studios. I know he can help you. I know we over here at Sex Work PR can help you, and and of course, you can always go on other sites like Loyal Fans. Loyal Fans. Don't forget, it's the only alternative to OnlyFans. Loyal Fans, get your hat today. All right.
I love your plug.
Yeah, there you go. Got to slide that right on in.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah.
So
I
Busy
told you I'll
Bam.
make a bad fucking joke, man.
I love
I
it
told you.
though.
I
Fucking
cross the line
awesome.
every time. I'm raunchy as shit.
I love it.
So Busy Bambino, how did you? What was your Exotica Chicago experience like?
My first time or my second time? 'Cause the first time I went solo, and that was last year. This second time was again amazing. So like I love it. I loved Exotica. I love the event because I love seeing naked people and people be themselves and be free. And I love seeing
Make more.
everybody just be everybody and then fuck and make money. And why not?
Yes.
And I just love it. So for me, it was a lot of fun. The part that was hilarious to me this year was that Comic Con was downstairs, so people kept
Yes.
thinking, they'd get them confused. So you saw a Pikachu, you didn't know which one it was going to. You know,
Fucking
That's
love
awesome.
it.
you never know which Pokeball was going where.
You
So
didn't
it
know
was
where
kind of
that
funny.
was. Yep.
And I had a couple of people like that stopped me for pictures because I had a hooded outfit on and I loved it. It was great. I had a cape on one day, a few days, and I had one woman or one teenager stop me for pictures, and I don't know if they saw my tag that said, Exotica or not, but they wanted a picture with me. And I looked over, and there's this mom that's like, and I'm like, oh, and I just kind of went, okay. I stood there, and I let the kid take the picture, but I didn't cover up the tag. So later, when this kid looks at this picture, he's gonna realize that he stood with a porn star. He didn't stand with
Well, you know what? I
Lady
mean, better.
Gaga like he thought.
Well, you know
Didn't
what? Here's the
stand with
thing.
Red Riding Hood.
That kid is going to
Right.
probably have a much better. That's a much better story later on down the road.
I thought I did the mother a favor too by just leaving it like, because he's like, well, what's your Instagram? I'm like, you don't need to know.
That's awesome.
Anyway, she could
Yeah,
end
I
up being
left
the
it
cool
at
mom, though. I mean, you know
Yeah,
what?
but
Like,
you know what? I also don't need mothers coming after me.
oh yeah, true that, true that, true
That's
that.
So I
awesome.
left it alone. Like it's cool.
I
and all,
have
but
been there. Yes, I get you there.
I have a woman tattooed on my back where when I go to the pool, I have to be careful sometimes because she's got nipples, and some of the moms freak out when my back tattoo is uncovered.
That's
They
awesome.
freak out.
That is crazy.
They're like, it's too provocative. I'm like, it's Japanese loci. Culture yourself. I don't know what to
Yeah,
say.
exactly. Culture yourself. That's what I always tell you. Culture yourself.
Like, culture yourself. Why are you so prude? When's the last time you had an
Exactly.
orgasm? The 80s?
Ooh, I love it.
I need to.
I love that.
I need to culture myself.
Culture yourself.
And we got Busy Bambino. We have the fantastic Giovanni Valentino with us today. The amazing Busy Bambino is with us. And here in about 15 minutes, we will talk with the fantastic Nikki Von Six as well. So
And you'll
she's
need to you. By the way, Mr. Freud, you will need to use the ellipsis in the upper right hand corner of her picture
Yeah,
to change it to
I'm
the
gonna work on that while we are.
yeah.
Because she's not on camera yet, so we'll get
good
all that
there. Yeah,
figured
yeah.
out. But we have got the fantastic Busy Bambino with us today. So Busy, talk to me a little bit about what your plans are for XBiz.
To literally be a fucking vibe and be hot as fuck to start out. Like that's literally
I
how
love
we're
it.
starting the whole thing. Is I am a vibe. and I am here to be sexy and a vibe and make some exotic content. Is how
Oh,
I've labeled it so far.
you're making exotica style content at XBiz. Careful, you're violating code of conduct,
I
son.
said exotic content. I didn't say
I
exotica.
know, I'm just being.
Uh-huh. No, I'm
I'm doing
making
the
sure
bad
nobody
joke.
has
You think
twisted
I'm the?
my stuff.
I can do the bad jokes too.
Oh, you could do the bad jokes, but I just have to
I
make
can.
sure nobody can
Yeah,
clip me and be like, hey,
don't worry, baby. You're still number one.
You're gonna end up violating code of conduct and
Yeah.
I always violate a code of conduct
Causing
somewhere.
all-
Okay.
Like
causing
I'm always violating code of conduct,
causing all
apparently,
sorts
so.
of issues with our friends over there.
And my
But I
associates. Yeah.
mean, we could then start doing movie quotes and be like, am I the only one that follows the fucking rules anymore, man? Because that's what I live my life by, are funny ass movie quotes.
Ma, the meatloaf. And on that, because
Oh,
well, I'll tell you what, it is fun having you on here on this fabulous Mother's Day
well,
edition.
thank you.
Yeah, this is great.
This is a fucking blast.
So you're going to XBiz, and just out of pure curiosity, I probably just asked because I know you haven't been in the official business that long. But is this your first XBiz for those playing the
My
home
first X-Biz. Yes.
game? Fabulous.
Not my,
All right.
so it's not my first like porn event. But
No,
first
no, no,
X-Biz.
not your first, but
And
first
so I
XBiz.
hear it's like a little bit more. So I'm like here for it.
It's
I don't know
extra,
if that
yeah.
makes sense or not. I'm just like, I am fucking here for it because the freedom of Exotica alone is like, so like if X-Biz is better and it's in Miami, so I get to like not worry about being cold. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
have to pack
there you
fur.
go.
Even though that makes me sad. I usually travel with one fur at least.
Well,
That's amazing.
I do like fur.
I love fur. It makes
Yeah.
everything just so
It
nice.
just it gives you that. And I know I'm getting ready for the
Were you
PETA
at
people to
Exotica
come.
in Chicago?
Yes, I was. I was at the booth and I was busy getting phone calls about code of conduct violations. And I had
I
four
was.
rooms and I was running between everything. So I was like a little miniature hurricane just trying to get through everything that I could.
That's
It
funny.
was
So we probably ran into each other.
We probably did, and then on top of everything, because I have a fetish for women with a lot of ink. It's a thing. And so I probably did, and then I probably saw you, ran into you, and I probably was in such a hurry because Jiggy had me. He would pull me into a scene unannounced, like with people that I was like mortal enemies with, and then we had some great hate fucking scenes together.
Then
Um,
you just got me. I just heard Mortal Kombat music.
Yeah, right. It was
My
really
mortal
quick. Like
enemy.
I was finish her, and it was but it was good. It was good. So I mean, I was too busy. So Jiggy had me busy filming content, and then I was busy with the booth, and it was just a fantastic time.
Everybody was
Uh,
busy, baby.
I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't filming content. I was making artwork.
You were making
Just
artwork. Now
sorry,
at XBiz, you can
We
film
make
content.
art.
at XBiz, it's content. At
Made
Exotica, it's
art.
making art.
Yeah.
It is art, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is art.
Not-
Yeah, so you probably did see me. That's one of the reasons that sometimes when I go on to some film or like video conferences of some stuff, I cover up some of the tattoos because people get enthralled. They just
Well,
and throws off, but it's great things. I love it. It's just sometimes I like to keep it blurred out.
oh yeah,
Just enough.
absolutely. Just enough.
Just enough. Because like you can't see what I've got going on back here when I turn around.
Well, I mean, if you
But
want to
you
take
can.
off, if you want to
If
take
you
off,
want,
some
if
stuff,
you
we're
want
not-
to, if you want to take off stuff and show us those back tattoos,
we don't have. Yeah, I was about to say we
be my
don't have. We're
guest.
not on the YouTube. You're fine.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
once we push it to YouTube, we'll cover up if anybody needs to.
Oh, I won't get in trouble on this one.
You will not get
show
in
you-
trouble
No.
here.
No,
Yeah,
you
not
won't
on
get
Maybe
in
I'll
this
show
show.
you guys my back tattoo before we're done.
I love you.
So, Bizzy Bambino with us today. How do people find you on the Twitter machine?
At Bizzy Bambino 420.
All right, make sure you spell that out for those people that are listening on the
That's-
radio.
At BIZZY BAMBINO 420.
Fantastic.
420. I like that.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure to go follow her on all the socials, people.
Yeah.
So, are you on? You use Sin Party? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
As one of your platform. How do you like them? I'm not that familiar with them. They've reached out to me in the past. I haven't talked to them much, but how do you like them?
I like them a lot, actually, so far. They've been one of the only ones that I've signed up with. I did sign up with OF, and then that one, did not like that one at all.
Yeah, no, they are a little too. They did that thing a couple of years ago where, like, for a week they banned the word flogger. Like, I don't know what. Like, half the people lost stuff that had flogger.
Talk about
in it.
kink shaming.
I know exactly what I'm thinking. Like you fucking kink shaming us. It's, you know
Kink-shaming.
what the hell?
Kink shamer.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
yeah. So we like obviously actually I'm a
Goddamn
fan of
kink shaming.
I
goddamn
actually
kink shaming.
have my own. I have a. If you look up tattooed women or tattooed women, that's me on Sin Party. You'll find me.
Oh,
There's
nice.
categories. So like that's one of my things. It's like a niche thing. I don't have a ton on there yet. I have a little bit of clip from Exotica from one of the outfits I was wearing there because that was a blast. Like I said, I had a hooded outfit that had shiny stuff on it, and then I had
Yeah.
one fur cape outfit.
Oh,
It
nice.
was fantastic. But no, Sin Party so far I like because I've realized it's like you full control of what you're doing. So as
Nice.
a creator, it's nice you feel you have the freedom of doing it, and the security of the people.
And I
You
like
get
that.
both, you know.
And I think one of the challenges that OnlyFans has is that they never made a search engine. Like
No,
I can't just go to onlyfans.com, just log in as a user, for example, and go, huh,
right,
what do I want today? Well, I want, midgets with piercings. I can't do that.
right. You can't
Like,
just
and
look up whatever you want.
yeah,
I
which is really
just can't
bizarre to
look
me.
up what I want.
Yeah.
Right. So I ended up in the back of the algorithm on OF, which is funny to
Yeah,
me.
and that's what happens. People end up like, yeah, back of the house. Get to the rear
Yep.
entrance.
So a lot of my attraction I've made is organically made, is what I call it. Face to face, voice to voice. People have gotten to know me between my humor or who I am or how I look or whatever it is
Right.
they liked about me, the vibe. That's how I've grown my following so far, my fan base,
Nice. Well
which is
done.
kind of awesome.
It's
So
very awesome. Very awesome.
so Bizzy Bambino is with us, and you're on Instagram.
Yes. That's
So
at,
how have you been able to navigate Instagram without being
Yeah,
thrown
without
off?
the little
without the check mark or before the check mark? Because I have it now.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, let the home audience know how that works. That's
Um, you have to you have to like weave, baby. You have to weave. Okay, there's that gray area. No nips and no cracks.
I should have been following that.
No nips and
No
no
nips,
I
no
just got
cracks.
I got my fourth Facebook deleted because some cam model
Mhm.
on Facebook posted she did the whole like bikini top, but then she was in like diapers with a lollipop, that kind of fetishy thing.
Mhm.
And I shared the fucking thing.
Mhm.
And I won't say her name because I don't want her to get any more trouble than already had.
Right,
But
right.
it's a fetishy thing. That's what she's known
Mhm.
for. Anyway, I will grant that, she looks a lot younger than 24. She's just one of those people, looks naturally young.
Right,
So
and that's a
immediately,
niche.
and so yes, that's a niche. No kink shaming. So what happens is I just reshared the photo, and then in about 2 seconds they said child sexual exploitation. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
no,
they
and
assumed.
so I hit review, and then the review came back. Well, it wasn't that, but we found a bunch of other stuff on your profile, so we're
We
deleting it.
found a whole bunch of other stuff.
We a bunch of
Yeah,
porn.
see, now when it comes to that stuff, it gets rough because once they find one thing, they
That's what
will
it was. The
go through
avalanche.
their entire thing.
Yep,
So
and
like
that's
I
what did
have
it.
literally kept it super like let's put it this way, if TikTok won't let you have it, Instagram won't either. So if you ever
It's
want to
actually a
test the
really good
waters,
rule. I like that. That's a very solid rule.
if you want to test the waters, put it on TikTok, and if TikTok
You
doesn't
want to
ban it
test the
or whatever,
waters.
It's
seriously,
actually
if
good.
TikTok
That's
won't
actually
ban
a
it, then
really good.
Instagram will allow it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
actually a good
actually
way to
really smart.
cross-platform share too.
I like that. That is innovative in terms of like getting people to think about it. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and it's
Good
also
advice.
because if you're solid in that, then if somebody like you got somebody that's not your biggest fan and they drank a little bit of haterade that day, they decide to go
Oh,
and
I
try
got a
to get
bunch of
your
those.
account deleted, right? They can't
Yes.
do
Well,
shit if they try to get your account deleted.
oh yeah, and we have plenty of those. I always
So
tell people,
if you don't have them, you're not doing something right. Am I
that's the
wrong?
way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. I was like, you're going in the right direction because they're all
When
hating on you.
yeah,
We often refer to a certain collection of them as the Rebel Alliance.
We call them the Rebel Alliance, and I always say, keep fucking doing it. You want to blow up a Death Star? I'm going to build another one. So keep on going. I
I
got.
mean, is it who was it that said it? Was it Glorilla who said I eat hate, that's why I ain't got no waist?
I love that. I remember. Yes, I had completely forgotten about
I
that
also
quote.
tell people this, like I can't remember where I heard it once, but I love it, and it's this: I'm the black sheep of the fucking family that became the goat. Don't you ever fucking forget.
Jesus.
Black sheep of the family that became the goat.
Jesus. What a
Love
deal.
that. I like that
Holy
one.
crap.
I fucking love that one.
Bizzy
how it is, man.
Bambino with us today here on SkyhawkAfterDarkRadio.com, and you can see this video in its entirety over there at JiggyJaguar.info. And, of course, we are on BitChute, Clout Hub, Rumble, all the various places. Every once in a while we get on YouTube, but
Every once in a while, but you gotta keep that shit censored.
sometimes it's difficult. And speaking of difficult, we have got our next guest going to join us here in a few seconds. She makes it awful difficult.
That's a great way to bring her in.
Awful
That's
difficult.
really nice.
Awful difficult
That
for
was
me
rich.
for sometimes to get on YouTube with things. Nikki Von Six is with us. Nikki, how are you?
Nikki, are you there?
Nikki, are you there?
Nikki, come in.
Nikki!
Starship to 8.
There
I
she
hear
is.
you. There she is. Oh, look at you,
God
gorgeous.
damn it.
Lovies? Are we ready?
Oh my
I mean,
God, you look great.